Welcome to Wheel of Whiskey. I'm Chris,
And I'm Chad.
and today we are bringing you a new experience here.
So I know you're happy about this one because we're back in bourbon territory.
We are back in bourbon territory.
After a couple weeks of exploring the world and the globe, we're back in bourbon territory.
Or at least those islands that are right next to the UK. Everything's
been
Irish and Scottish. So if you like what we do here, like our video, drop some comments. The comments really help with the algorithm with getting other people to see it, and share it with a friend that you think might enjoy it as well.
Not to mention, I love interacting with the comments.
Yes, yeah, we reply to everything that we can. We are growing our TikTok. We're going to start Instagram. We're going to have those links in the comments, or not the comments, but the description as well. So get in there, interact with us. We're on multiple platforms now, and we just want to be bringing some light to you guys' day.
We're having fun, so we want to share that fun with you.
If we can make you laugh, then we've succeeded.
We've done our job.
All
right, Chris, tell us what we got today.
All right, full disclosure. As we've said in previous videos, we do one takes on all these guys.
Oh, so we're just ripping the Band-Aid off on this one.
We're gonna rip the Band-Aid off.
Rip the Band-Aid off. Got it.
And we filmed this whole episode for this bottle, and then we went to check the camera, and it did not film any of it. The phone's memory filled up, and it stopped recording. So this is our second run on this. This is the first time in the history of the channel that we have a second run on an episode.
This is
MB Roland. It's the Kentucky Dark Fired Whiskey. The mash bill is here on the bottle. It's 45% white corn, 33% dark fired corn, 17% rye, 5% malted barley. It's a very small batch, only 450 bottles, and it is a barrel proof 109.4. So apparently Western Kentucky is known for dark fired tobacco. I don't smoke at anything, so I don't know about that, but they have applied the technique of dark firing the tobacco to corn to get this dark fired corn, and then they've used that to create the mash bill. So it is, MB Roland is a pretty well established Kentucky whiskey. This is pot stilled, which is actually pretty rare for bourbon, and also grain to glass, which is again pretty rare. So with all these new techniques and rarer techniques, we're going to see what we get from this experience. We're going to smell it now. Okay. Go ahead and give us your nose notes there, Chad. Give us your history with this bottle.
Okay. So I bought this bottle several years ago. Again, like I told you with the Green Spot episode, I'm going to try to be as impartial as I can. I love Green Spot. I hate this bottle. I don't know what it is. I still maintain, and I know Chris disagrees with me on this one, but I still maintain that this is a bad bottle. To me, it tastes like they distilled soured grains, like soured, mildewed, molded, kind of nasty grains. So you do get a lot of that corn dust up front. You do detect the fired corn, like there's a smoke aspect to it. But to me, there is an underlying just soured, mildewy, kind of rotten note. And it brings me back to this day where I remember in my dad's truck, he left a bag of range cubes in there, and it got rained on, and then dried and rained on again, and it stayed in there for a couple of rain cycles. And my gosh, that turned my stomach trying to clean that out of that truck. And I'm having flashbacks. I don't like this bottle at all. This is my punishment bottle. If you come to my house and you're like, oh yeah, I like whiskey, I'm like, well, really, let me try this and see what you think about this. Everybody I've given this to, they're faced with the exact same as, ugh. Like, you really like this? I'm like, no, I hate this bottle. Right. I just want to see if you know what you're talking about, kind of thing.
So I grew up in the city. I didn't grow up in the country. So I've never put out feed. I've never done anything like that. So I'm approaching this from just purely from a whiskey perspective. So the nose it's very smoky. and I get like almost like a cornmeal note. So like, okay, so my oldest daughter is going through second grade uh, curriculum, and she's learning about George Washington, and so part of that is it, George Washington's breakfast that he ate a lot was this thing called hoe cakes, and it's kind of like cornbread and pancakes together. So you're making this batter and you're cooking it like a pancake, but a big part of the batter is cornmeal. And this smells kind of like that, like a cornmeal batter of some sort. But it is very smoky. There's kind of a sharpness, and I don't know. It doesn't smell like bourbon at all. To me, it smells like a scotch. If you poured this and handed it to me and said, "Hey, here's a whiskey," and I smelled it, I would say, "What part of Scotland is this from?" Because it doesn't smell American. Like it doesn't smell like a bourbon at all.
But see, that corn puts it firmly in bourbon territory. Like you can't deny the corn that's
Yeah,
on there.
it's true. But the smoke would make me think Scotch though. But I have a baby palate when it comes to Scotch. So, sir, for the second time this evening,
I hope y'all know how much I put into this for y'all. No. Gosh, no. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. It's not very tasty.
It's terrible.
It is very smoky. It is and it doesn't improve a lot either. Okay, so
you gonna stick with your same rating from
you
earlier?
know, I might not. So this
See, whiskey's supposed to grow on you, not get worse as you go.
This really is okay. So I describe this as you have a horse barn, and it caught on fire, and then you were able to go and put out the fire in the middle of the night, and then you went to bed, and you woke up and walked through the barn. It's burnt. It's hay. It's cold ash.
If by burn barn you mean bag of flaming dog do on your porch that you stomped out, then yes, I agree with you.
I didn't hate it at first, but it actually is kind of worse in this take than it was in the first take.
I'm telling you, and I don't know that I've ever seen a whiskey that got worse as you drink it. This is dog water. I'm trying very hard not to say things that will get us like kicked off of YouTube because I really want to. It is not good.
It's just
this might be our shortest episode ever.
Well, only because we've already done it.
We've done it twice. You're right. This might be the time when we do the B-roll footage to kind of get us some extra.
So minutes. To me, I'm gonna stand by that. This tastes like a peated, like a not heavy peated, but it tastes like a peated Scotch to me. I'm getting those kind of like malt notes and smoke, but it's not very good to me. I don't enjoy that palate. I'm still, acquiring a taste for that. So I would, I gave this.
It almost smelled like Theraflu and rotten feed.
So I gave this a 6 initially, but I am going to lower that score to a 5.
I'm gonna stick with my initial rating of
0.
Like this, I know I come across as kind of a lush that likes everything, and I'll rate things higher than Chris, and that's because I enjoy a lot of whiskeys, and I enjoy. For me, not only do I enjoy the taste, but I also enjoy the experience. Like if you can give me a unique experience, I'll rate you high. This is just trash, hot garbage.
Yeah, ugh. And the thing is, like, if I would consider this to be like maybe a bourbon for a Scotch drinker to drink to enjoy, but you drink a lot of Scotch and you hate this.
This is terrible.
So maybe this is not a bourbon for a Scotch drinker to enjoy, but I'm a bourbon drinker, and this is not enjoyable to a bourbon drinker either. And so I don't know who this is for.
You know, the only thing that we're going to have to do in a future episode, I have to get another bottle. We're going to have to blind it. Like to see
against this one,
because we know this one is hot garbage.
Oh man!
So if we get too hot garbage, we know it's the thing itself.
That's how it's meant to taste.
If one of them tastes phenomenal or even just slightly not terrible, then we'll know that this is a bad batch or bad bottle, or something went wrong with this bottle. I'm telling you, there is for me, and I know you're not getting this on there, but there is a very prevalent sour, mildewy nastiness note that's in there, and I can't forgive it. I just can't.
Yeah. So MB Roland, I'm not going to steer you away from their products in general, but this is not a recommend. I would not say buy this. If you see it, don't worry about it. Just buy if you want to, and if you want to have a smoky PD experience, it's nice. Buy an actual Scotch.
Yeah.
And if you don't like those things, then just buy a bourbon. Don't buy this.
It's the anti-Siskel and Ebert. 2 thumbs down.
So, hopefully, you guys can appreciate the sacrifice that we took to taste this bottle that is both of our least favorite so far of the entire channel.
And our brutal honesty. So,
but yeah, hey, everything else that we put out is generally quite tasty and a lot funnier than this.
If you remember, there was one episode earlier in the series where I said there's only one. I think it might have been the first one. I said there's only one bottle that I'm terrified of.
Yeah,
it was this.
Well,
one.
Here it is.
It was this one, and you know why.
But now we can delete it from the wheel.
It has been deleted from the wheel, and thank God it is gone. And I might just drain pour the rest of this.
Well, then we can't do our blind.
Well, I'll wait for the blind then. But I've never drain poured a whiskey in my life, but I'm really considering with this one.
Well, I hope that everyone watching has a better pour than this tonight. Enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.
Y'all have a good one. Stay classy.
$1 or $2. You go round the bend, and when you come back.